architecture. So I flew into Burlington Thursday night, and this worked out really well because I needed to leave for the wedding Friday afternoon, and so I scheduled a meeting Friday morning in Burlington with the folks that we're talking to at the new Moran, and just lovely to sit down. And again, I'm not a project manager for my company. I do all the VR consultancy design stuff, and it was still very useful and educational for me to kind of take on the role of a project manager for a few hours and go back and forth about all the different things my company can do and how that fits into the scope of what they're doing at the new Moran, which again is an old coal power plant on the Burlington waterfront that they're turning into a performance venue, among other things. There's going to be like farmers markets and all that kind of stuff. So super cool space, and we're really excited to be part of it now. We've been going back and forth about like budget proposals and that kind of thing, and we're trying to figure out how to work a virtual reality app into that, which is kind of separate from the normal services that FDA provides. So it's been a very educational process all the way through. And then what was great is also Alex Crothers, who runs Higher Ground in Burlington and all sorts of other venues. I've been in touch with him since over a year ago. I think we first touched base, and because he does all this stuff with concerts, and Liz's stepfather Mark kind of introduced me to him because he's also the owner of the building that Mark works in Burlington. And so yeah, we got to talking a little bit back and forth about our different interests. And he's kind of a rock star kind of guy in his own right with all the cool things he's been involved with these past 2 days. He was going with the Pixies from the Flynn Theater in Burlington and down into Cooperstown, New York, and covering that whole tour, which is fantastic. And he gets to do cool stuff like that all the time. And he's connected with Michael Jagger and all the cool stuff happening up there in Burlington. And they've done posters back and forth for all the stuff at Higher Ground. Anyway, that's all fantastic. But I'm really glad that I started to connect with Alex Crothers about a year ago, because I told him then, if there's any time that you think you're going to be working on a building or a project or a concert venue that could use our input, please let me know. And he wasn't actually able to come to the meeting on Friday, but he wanted me to give him a call, so we chatted throughout the day on Friday. And there could be some cool projects, looks like in Portland, Maine, that we could get started with. So that's a fantastic connection, and it feels good to be, out there kind of as a liaison, a representative of my company a little bit more in the Northeast. Of course, I love the Northeast very much and would love to see us involved more in there, and gives me an excuse to travel and see the areas that I love so much. So hopefully that keeps going well. Good stuff. Architecture.